I'm asking these questions because I think your story is amazing. I honestly think it's amazing that 5 years of you being in the States, you acquire six properties, but actually doing. Ayan, welcome to the podcast Dream Start Own, the path to owning your time.
Hi, Edgar. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you for joining. So we're
Yeah,
both part of Owners Club. That's where we met. We met, I believe, at the Scottsdale retreat, right in Arizona back in June.
yeah.
Cool.
During
So
the
what was that?
yes, we met at event when we were at the bus fair.
Yeah, Boston as well. Okay, so you're an immigrant, right? You're from Kazakhstan?
Yes,
How long have you been in the United States now?
fifth year, 5 years,
5 years?
almost. Yeah,
Okay. Well, welcome to the States. I hope they've been the Americans have been treating you well.
yeah. It's been treating me well. Yeah.
Awesome. Where are you located at now?
Right now, I live in Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Fellow Texan. Have you been
Thank
here
you.
the full 5 years?
No, before I used to live in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yes, and we used to work in New York.
In New York.
And yeah, I just recently moved to Texas, like about 6 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
A big change now.
yeah,
New
it's a big,
Jersey's very close together, and Texas is everything is spread out.
yeah, big difference.
Cool.
And
So how did you get into real estate?
so I actually started investing in real estate almost as soon as I moved into Texas state. All of our properties are right now in Texas, and we are investing in San Antonio, Dallas areas. And as soon as I found out about Subto, seller finance, or how to buy using those strategies, I decided to buy those properties right away and do co-living with them. So by co-living, I mean renting by the room and using a PadSplit, which gives a high cash flow. I enjoy doing this strategy.
That cash flow is great.
Yeah.
So you just started 6 months ago when you moved to Texas?
No, I bought my first property in March of this year, but I joined the community in October.
The sub two community?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I bought the property before I moved to Texas. Basically, for some months, I was managing remotely.
So you started in New Jersey, sub two, and then you picked up some properties while you were in New Jersey and you did that remotely. What made you decide to
Yeah,
go with Texas?
first of all, a lot of properties in Texas, and I've been to Texas a few times before, and I really liked being in Austin and Dallas. I actually wanted to move to a different state. That's basically the reason.
Okay. Where did you learn about sub two?
On Pace channel,
Pace's channel?
yeah,
Interesting. I actually found Pace through a different podcast. That was, I think, the Iced Coffee Hour. And they were interviewing somebody else, but Pace was sitting there and then he goes, yeah, you
mhm,
can buy a property with no money down by taking over the mortgage. And I was just mind blown. I was like, what? And I learned who he was and I just started watching all of his content and started taking some action and started looking to see how I could pick up properties.
yeah,
That's amazing. So you learned that in October. And so basically a year now, right? We're in November.
yeah. October, yeah, almost a year.
How many properties do you have now?
So far, we have acquired six properties,
Six properties.
and
Wow. In a year, dude, congratulations.
thank you, thank you.
That's
So,
fantastic. That's amazing. So you came to the States, you went to New Jersey, you were there for 4 years. What were you doing in New Jersey for work?
first thing I did is become a real estate agent.
Okay.
Yeah, when we first came to New York City, we actually met some people from Kazakhstan. They worked in New York as a real estate agents, and that's how I picked up this profession. I passed my exam as a realtor, and then was working renting out the apartments in New York City, in Queens. Then I lived for some time in New Jersey and started doing like regular jobs. I actually switched from real estate agent to cooking.
Cooking,
Yeah,
big difference. I'm asking these questions because I think your story is amazing. I honestly think it's amazing that 5 years of you being in the States, you acquire six properties, but actually doing real estate in right over a year, you've acquired six properties. It's one every 2 months. There's people that go years without doing that. So I'm very excited for you, and just I think it's amazing. And I'm going to keep on asking to show that people can do it if they have the drive and the effort to take the path that other people are showing you how to do, that they can do it as well.
yeah. Thank you for having me. I'm also excited to learn about sober living from you. So I
Okay.
was really curious about this strategy as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'll share what I've learned from it as well. So you're doing co-living. You moved to from New Jersey to Texas, and you said we. What does your team look like right now?
So my team consists of me and my sister who helps me with some listings, and I have a friend who does renovations and room additions. So we work together, and I use my partner as a manager, and sometimes I go to San Antonio and manage the properties myself.
Okay.
So I'm also handy. I can do like small work, appliance repairs, minor damages.
That's good. That's good to be
Yeah,
able to do. It's good to know, even if you don't like later on when you free up your time, just to know what it takes to do it so people aren't taking advantage of telling you it's going to cost a lot more to do it. You're like, no, it doesn't cost that much. It's only this and that. And then you can call people when they're trying to charge for extra work that's not necessary. So are your friends and assistant are working with you? Whose idea was it to get into the Subto community?
well, I hesitated a lot to join the community. So, like before October when I joined, I was like, thinking about it for a lot, like maybe like half a year. So this was my idea after watching a lot of content, videos, and watching a lot of content about real estate. Because before joining the community, I was wanting to buy a real estate for like 1 or 2 years, but get a mortgage
Right,
because they don't approve without like 2 year tax returns, stable income, stuff like that.
right. So, if you don't mind me asking, as an immigrant, how long did it take before you started qualifying for credit to be able to? Because first you have to have credit, right? And then you have to have a stable job to qualify for like a conventional mortgage. So
Yeah,
I was, my parents are mortgage immigrants as well, but they've never taken the steps that you've done to be, they've been here for so many years and don't have the success that you have done already. So that's just curious why I ask, and for other people that do come in to the States and follow your footsteps, they can have a guide to show them how to do it.
I was watching a lot of videos, as I told, like how to build credit. And as soon as we came to United States, I already knew like what is a credit score, how to build it. I opened a credit card, just Discover, and started building credit, personal credit. But still, the qualifying for a mortgage is very hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Especially going
where
from state agent to cook and not having 2 years of stable income, that becomes very difficult. But I mean, it's amazing that you knew you were coming to the States, so you started preparing before to come
yeah,
here.
yeah.
That is some initiatives that a lot of people won't take. They'll wait till they're there, then like, oh yeah, I should do this sometime, and a lot of times they don't get to it. Okay, so all the six properties you have, are they all through Sub two?
All of them, yes, all of them are sub two. Some of them are hybrid with seller finance, but I would love to uh, buy properties like seller finance because they are safer. That would be great.
Right, without the mortgage being involved. Where
Yeah.
did you get your leads from? The properties? Did you cold call, expired listings?
So I bought all of them with reaching out to wholesalers in Texas, and I'm still reaching out to wholesalers right now to get more listings and trying to network, get private money lenders, private money partners to raise capital for the deals. as soon as like those two properties will get stabilized, I will be buying more, hopefully,
Fantastic.
to reach. Yeah,
Fantastic. So you get wholesalers. Are they wholesalers from the Subto community, or are they from different parts? Do you find them through Facebook or
yeah, I found them from Facebook. Yes, Subto community as well.
okay? So cool. You're using the community to get you your deals, and from there you pick it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you said you're using private money partners. Did you use a private money lender or partner for your first deal?
Private money partner,
Okay.
mostly, yeah.
So
But I would want
basically,
to, yeah.
you
Sorry,
basically
sorry for interrupting.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, no worries. You
Mhm.
basically bought these all without money from your pocket?
Yes.
That's fantastic. See, that's a story where a lot of people say, oh, you need money to do it. But you're an example. You bought six properties essentially with no money out of your pocket. I need to learn from you. I still haven't done that. I'm scared to do that.
Uh, so how do you usually acquire the properties?
So
And did you buy?
I've done one wholesale and I picked up one sub two that I picked up through. It was weird how it happened. I was teaching an agent about sub two, and then just through word of mouth, they brought me a deal that another free sub two member had pitched it to the seller, and they agreed.
Mhm.
But this they were trying to get 20,000 assignment and pay the seller 20,000, and there wasn't enough room for that in the deal. So the wholesaler ghosted the seller, and they brought it to me, talked to me about it, and I said, "Yeah, I can work it, but I can only give you 4,000 because you have all these loan modifications that make your loan more than what the house is worth in the condition." So they accepted it that way, and because it was such a tight deal, high interest rate in the HOA neighborhood where there's no Airbnb, PadSplit, the only exit strategy would be either long-term rental, which wouldn't cash flow, or sober living to be able to cash flow. So then right before I bought
Mhm.
it, I reached out to a couple of people in the community, in the free community, because I wasn't in sub two yet, and asked for sober living operators. And I had somebody say, yeah, they can do it. And I go, well, look at this house. Do you think it'll work? They're like, yeah, it'll work. And they talked a really good game about doing it. So, okay, I bought it, put $4,000 to the seller in closing, 1,500 to the agent that gave it to me, that brought it to me, and then the closing costs, I was all in for like 8,500 on a $430,000 house.
Oh,
But then I had
that's
to put
awesome.
50,000 in repairs and then carry the mortgage for a while. So, and I didn't ask for anybody else because anybody that I did ask about private money, they want like really, really good deals, like super good deals. And I have a W 2, so I don't spend too much time looking for properties. On underwriting, I'm still practicing on. So when I underwrote this one, I was like, this is really tight. I don't think anybody's going to lend it to me. So I did it the knucklehead way, used all my own money. But you're
Yeah.
an amazing example to be able to pick up six properties, no money out of your pocket, and then start getting cash flow off of it. That's amazing, man. Seriously, so amazing that you're able to do that.
Oh, thank you.
And they're all co-living now,
Yes, there are calling.
or any of them in HOA?
Yes, actually. So two of them are in HOA. One is has no restrictions, and the other one has 6 months rental restriction. That's why I was thinking to turn it into sober living.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we can discuss that. And then okay, so then your next step. So all those okay, the co-living, the ones that you have, did you have to do any modifications to make more rooms or add a bathroom?
Oh yeah. So I had to add rooms for the properties. For the first property, we had to add two rooms. It already was a huge house, 2,900 square feet. It already had six bedrooms. All we needed to do is to add two more rooms and rent it out.
Okay. With PadSplit, are you having any issues with people renting it for less than 10 days and then you not making anything off of it?
The biggest issue is they are taking a lot of money as a fees. It's still cash flows, but it would be best to maybe find your own tenants
Right.
and slowly transition to your own like marketing.
Right. I
in
know
my
somebody
opinion.
else. I know somebody else is doing PadSplit, and what they were telling me is their fee now is the first 10 days. PadSplit will keep the first 10 days of rent when you rent out a room. So what he does now is instead of having the auto accept the booking, he asks for inquiries, and then when the inquiry comes in, he'll ask them how long do you plan to stay, and make sure I think it's like 3 weeks or a month minimum before he approves it. That way, he does make something than losing those 10 days and giving free rooms. So if you're not doing that, that'll be a
Oh,
change you should do in the software.
oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So in the software, there's a little checkbox that I saw you showed me. So do like instant approval, turn that off. So when they request a room, then you ask them. So then anybody that chooses like less than, I think he says 3 weeks is minimum. But you look at what you need to do. If you need to do a month. And then he says also if you bring in your own people, if you doing referrals to PadSplit, that PadSplit will waive I think the 10-day fee or 8% the first month. I forgot which one it is. I think it's a 10, or I think they charge like a smaller percentage instead of 8%.
Oh, yeah, they still charge 8%.
Yeah. Well, so it's, I don't remember which one it was. I think they may like waive the 10-day fee if you bring them, like you get your own link in PadSplit, and then whenever you bring in a tenant, you say, hey, use my link. So when they use your link and sign up to PadSplit, then it reduces your cost.
Okay. So if you find your own tenants basically
Yeah.
and still use a
Well,
PadSplit app, you don't get a 10-day fee.
right, right. So that'll help save some costs as well. And then you get to use their platform to have it all together. Because I don't think, I mean, if you have 7 rooms, PadSplit's not going to let you rent out the 8th one by yourself, right? You have to use them to rent out all the rooms using their platform.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay, so hopefully that helps out a little bit of tip there. So with sober living, the one you have in the HOA, the way I did it when I lost my sober living operator, the first one, he talked a good game, like he knew exactly what he was doing. He had he showed me 2 properties, but the first Subto deal that was like agreed upon, I got really excited and the shiny objects in them, so I wanted to jump on it because you wanted to make it work. And then after like 3 months, he failed and he basically ghosted me. He stopped calling me, messaging me, communicating me with me. So I did a Google search on my property and then just expanded it and then typed in sober living in Google Maps. And then I called them up, said, hey, yeah, just wondering, do you have any rooms available? And most of them were like, no, we're at full capacity. And I said, oh, okay. I have a property close by. I'm trying to see if you guys are interested in renting it. And they would ask like, well, what monthly rate do you want? And then for some of them was a little higher because it's a big house, 3,700 square feet, 7 bedrooms, 4 baths, and the monthly it's a high interest rate. So the monthly mortgage is 3,200. So I did that. I called a couple of them, and one of them called me back and said, hey, I'm gonna refer this operator to you that has one house and they're looking to open up another one. So I'm already bleeding, like, the mortgage. I haven't made any money off of it, probably about 6 months now. And then the operator calls me, he's like, well, how much do you want to rent it? I go, look, I know you're still kind of starting off. You have that one house, and I'm pretty sure you don't have the first month rent and the deposit. So what I want to do is get creative, Subto creative community. Like, let's do a profit split. It's going to take 6 people to break even on the mortgage, just the mortgage. So bring in not tenants, or they're members because they're sober living. So bring in the people, and the ones that come in, the first 6, it's going to be all going to go towards the expenses of the mortgage. I don't pay you, you don't pay me. It goes out to that. They're like, okay. And then once you get to 8, then we'll start looking into doing a profit split, and then it'll be after 6 months or once we get those 6 people. So we'll go from there. And they agreed to it. So probably 4 months in, we finally got the house stabilized with the 11 people in there. And then there is a lot of turnover because a lot of people come in for 2 weeks. They don't have the money for it. So the operator will give them 2 weeks free. And then if they can't pay after that, then they have to send them to another house until they can find a job. So we're supposed to be renegotiating it soon, but the first 6 months is basically any profit was going to me to recover because I spent the 50,000 in repairing the house and then furnishing it as well. but I think we're cash flowing total with like 9 people, about 900 a month. So we'll eventually do a split,
Mhm.
and it's going to go up too because at first we were paying for all the cleaning products and paper towels, not toilet paper, but just those for the house itself because they do their chores. And I'm in their WhatsApp group, so we'll see pictures of them mopping the floor and cleaning the stairs, cleaning the counters, and furniture spray like pledge things like that. So now the operator told the people, "Hey, y'all guys got to start paying for this because we can't pay for that anymore." Because they were giving free weeks to other people. So this month should be a little bit more, and then hopefully the end of November we'll have like a $1,200 profit.
That's awesome. Great.
Yeah. So just sober living, double A, which is Alcoholics Anonymous, and then
Hmm.
talk to the operator, and the operator will have a house manager, and then the house manager will kind of be the day to day person there. The operator will visit once a week, sometimes more, depending, because they do random drug tests. That is one thing we pay for is a drug test from the fees that the members pay.
Oh, okay, okay. And do they typically have their own private bedroom?
It depends. So we do some shared rooms, that'll be one fee. And then some people get private rooms and they pay a higher fee for the private room. So
Hmm.
just depending on the bedroom, I believe it's 50 square foot. Each person needs to have a minimum of 50 square foot. So like a 5 by 10. So if your room's really big, you can add more beds, and then it's recommended to get dividers between the beds so you don't have to actually build a full wall.
Yeah, yeah,
But I try to keep
that's
it
smart.
at about 11 people. From what I've heard from other people that done it, if you start getting more than that, you start getting a lot of egos and heads and start having too many conflicts between personalities.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
You have that heat pad split, huh?
I haven't experienced that yet, but yeah, it might be the case.
Yeah, we haven't had too many issues at the house. We had one person recently that was they're really particular about things, so they would always tell people, "Hey, do this, do this, do this," and it wasn't the wrong thing, but it kind of got annoying because he kept on doing it. And then if people didn't do it, he'd get mad and like he almost wanted to fight somebody, so they asked him to leave. Then we had another person recently that they started doing drugs, so they failed the drug test. So then they claimed they fell on the stairs, so they were trying to do a lawsuit. But once we told them that we have cameras, it shows everything because we have cameras outside and we have cameras in the shared spaces. So we have two living rooms, one in the front, one in the back. There's two cameras there, and then one in the kitchen, and then one upstairs. There's a kind of like a hallway to get in. So there's a camera there as well that points to the laundry room. So anything that happens outside of the rooms is pretty much on camera.
Oh, wow, so many cameras.
Yeah, we just got some inexpensive ones. They're like $80 each with the memory card built into them, and they stay plugged in. So they're not Arlo. Arlo's too expensive for the camera itself, and then the subscription fee. So there's no subscription fee with these. And then it saves it to a memory card, so you can always pull the memory card, or you can log into it remotely as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I should also install cameras
Oh yeah,
in case.
especially in PadSplit.
Yeah.
One of the guys said that some lady showed up with she rented a room and then showed up with three cats, but they were considered her they were service animals. They were emotional support animals. They left a mess, and then they don't know what happened one day, but they heard she'd wake up screaming at night, and all the tenants like, going on? What's going on?" And the pad split. And then one day somebody heard a loud noise, boom, and then she claims that, "Hey, somebody broke my window." And so they went to go look at it, and they said, "Yeah, I went to go shower and I came back and my window was broken. So I don't know, somebody broke it from outside." But all the glass was on the outside. So it was broken from the inside to push the glass out. And then they finally explained it to her, and she goes, "Oh, yeah, I forgot what she did, but she claimed that she broke it. But the camera also outside, you could see the glass was pushed out. So it's good to have cameras around the
Yeah,
property. I'll
yeah,
send you the
that's
link.
true.
I'll create an affiliate link and send it to you.
Oh, thank
I
you
got to
so
get
much.
some affiliates. I need to get my affiliate going. I keep on talking about affiliates, but I haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, me too.
And then recently, it's probably 4 months now, but we had a hurricane. in Houston. It wasn't too bad. It was a lot of wind, so it damaged our fence. But the worst part about it is we were without power for 7 days.
Well, it's
And
a hurricane burial, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
did that affect you over there? No, right?
No.
Yeah, but it's the first time in my 40 years that I've been with you in Houston that we've ever been without power more than a day. Excuse me. Myself, personally, in the four different properties around the city, Hurricane Harvey, all that, I've never gone more than a day without power or the freeze. So to be without power for 7 days was completely unexpected. And it wasn't just here because my I'm in Crosby, which is northeast Houston. Then Pasadena's southeast Houston. We're both without power for 7.5 days. And then where my house is that I wrapped in West Houston is they were without power for 6 days, I believe. So it was crazy that we were affected that much, especially Houston being the energy capital of the world. But one of the guests, the members of the house, he was pretty privileged where he came from. He was driving a Porsche SUV and he was staying at the sober living house. And the second day, he was saying, "What is the company going to do for us? Are you going to give us our money back so we can go stay at a hotel? Or you're going to provide us a hotel?" Like, there's no hotels close by. I'm in the same situation as well. Everybody in Houston's in the same situation. He goes, "What about a
Mhm.
generator?" Like, you can't find a generator right now. He's like, "We need to be compensated. This is a not livable place." He's like, "Not even, or a large portion of Houston's living in the same conditions as you. It's very hot outside. It's humid outside. And what do you expect us to do? Fly you somewhere?" They invited him to leave. He left like 3 days later, and he didn't even pay. He wasn't the one that was paying for his room. They had a sponsor that gave him paid for his room for his first month or so, and he wanted a refund for something he didn't even put money in.
Yeah. And people are strange.
Yeah. So I think we've had probably about 30 people in and out of the house, and three of them have caused a little bit of a headache, nothing major. So I guess 10% right now is what we're running at with issues. The operators that we have now have been very good about vetting them and interviewing them. So it hasn't been too bad. I don't deal too much with it. I was ordering the supplies for them for a bit, but now I don't have to order it. So the only thing I'm really involved with is fixing anything in the house, like the fence, and then I take the payments and then I run the numbers, the profit and loss for the expenses, and that's all I'm involved with now. So
So, how many properties do you have so far?
let's say four is what I have. So I have the property in West Houston that I did a wrap on, the sober living in Pasadena. Then we have an Airbnb on close to Katy, which is outside of Houston, and then my personal property. So we have three cash flowing. I'm in the process of doing one right now that we're going to do a PadSplit that is close to downtown Houston. And we're under contract and we're getting the funding for it. We're going to do a Morby method with the DSCR loan.
Yeah, you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a beautiful house. It's already been flipped. So the flipper bought it and they put it in the market and they got a lot of interest and traffic for it. But it's on a really busy street. So all the family people that they're advertising it to, the road's too busy for them. So we'll buy it,
Mhm.
pay them off their hard money loan, and they'll get a little bit of cash. And then we'll seller finance a portion of it, the 30% or so. Seller finance 10 years interest free. And then we're going to change it from 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath to 8 bedrooms and probably 3 baths. And then we should be able to make like 1,200 per room a
Ah,
month.
yeah.
Yeah, a month.
So, nice looking bedrooms, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Mm,
And then there's a garage that we're going to convert as well. So we haven't included that yet.
yeah. So, I didn't know that you can take over hard money. Are the payments for it expensive?
So I think it's expensive. It's going to be like 12%. I'm pretty sure that's what they're paying. I haven't asked, but they said their monthly payment for right now is 6,000 a month for the house. And
Mm,
our DCSR loan, but getting the DCSR loan is going to allow us to do the Morby method and come out with like 80,000 at closing to pay to close in the rooms. Because what we're gonna do is it used to be a duplex and they made it into a singleplex, and it has two. doors to enter. One in the kitchen. Yeah, the front of the house has one door, and then the side by the kitchen has another door. But the front used to have two doors. So you can see where the door used to be because it has two stairways to go to the front of the house. So what we're going to do is we're going to enclose one and make another exterior door. So that person that lives there will have access to go in and out without having to go into the shared space. And then the same thing on the side. There's another, actually, don't remember. No, it's a window, but we're going to add another door there. So you'll have three rooms downstairs that will have their own private entrance to their room, and then they'll have their door to the shared space as well. So I think we'll be able to get a little more interest there because they can go in and out of the house without ever running into other people.
Yeah, that's
So
cool. Cool.
say I want to move into it because it's so nice, but I don't want to spend that much monthly.
Yeah. So first time you're gonna do a co-living.
PadSplit style, yeah, that'll be the first time. The guy I'm partnering up with is also an owners club, and he's done quite a few Morbi methods already, and he has 40 PadSplit rooms right now on the platform.
And all of them are in Houston, right?
Yeah, they're all in the Houston area. Houston's so big. Have you come to Houston yet?
Yes, I've been to Houston 2 times. So next time I come, we can meet.
Yeah, send me a message
Yeah,
and let me know.
yeah,
We'll meet up, catch some dinner, talk real estate, and write it off. Right?
yeah.
Fantastic. What's the name of your LLC?
Texas, AK 15 Texas State LLC.
Nice. I made mine all from Houston, so it's REI from Houston. Then I have the Gator Solutions from Houston, and then I
Our
created
Gator
another one.
Solutions.
Yeah,
Oh,
then I created another one called Consulting from Houston, random things here, and basically to build like lines of credit as well.
lines of credit. Yes.
Have you started building lines of credit for your LLC?
I should start. Yeah, that's very useful.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
interest free for a while. I mean, but you're doing it better, right? You're using other people's money.
Yeah, but I need to probably learn how to build a line of credit as well. Yeah,
Yeah, if you need help with that, I can help out with that as well.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you. When
When
did
you
you start?
with building lines of credit,
Yes, yes.
um, probably like summer of last year, I joined another group called Credit Stacking, and
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
Credit Stacking, they're one. But we have it in Gator now. It's very similar to Gator because it's also through PCS. No, it's not through PCS. Credit Stacking is a different mentorship, which I learned a lot, but it's basically what you learn in Gator. So if you haven't joined Gator yet, use my affiliate link and get Gator, and then you'll have the business credit building there, which is very similar to the credit stacking course that I took. Because
Mhm.
yeah, you can open up. I think right now I have an American Express with 45,000 interest-free credit available, and then I have a Chase card with like 50,000 of interest-free credit from the businesses.
So no interest.
No interest for 12 months. All right. You make sure you pay it off
Uh,
by that or transfer it over. But if you use it wisely, yeah, no interest. And it's on your business credit, not your personal credit. So it keeps your credit score high in your personal, and you can get more cards when you open it up in your business. Because then you can remove those inquiries from your business credit to not show up under your personal credit. So then if you need to get something else, then you open up credit for yourself. Like if you want a travel card, like recently opened up Hilton American Express to get some benefits with car rentals and room upgrades. Are you using
oh,
anything like that?
no, not yet.
And you got to start using that. You pay all your utilities with one of those credit cards, and you get your free flights, your free hotel.
Yeah, yeah. I heard American Express has some good benefits.
Yeah, American Express, Chase, Sapphire. Those are the two most useful ones. And then what's the other one? Oh, Bank of America. Bank of America, you get a good interest free for anywhere from 9 months to 12 months. But I hate their website. They don't have auto pay. You have to go every month and click auto pay. Chase has auto pay. American Express has auto pay. And the great thing about Chase and American Express is you open up one account with American Express. You use 12 months interest free, pay it down to zero, and then you open up a second one. So let's say they give you another 10,000, you can move over 9,000 from the first card to the next card. So now you have 19,000 available. Same
Oh,
thing with Chase.
19,000.
Yeah. I did
with no interest, right?
no interest. And then if you want to do so, like I've got recently when I went to community camp, I opened up a Hilton Aspire card. It's that one's pricey. That one doesn't have interest free, but it gives you it's a $550 membership fee that you pay every year. But you get diamond status at hotels at Hilton hotels, which can qualify you for room upgrades. Then you can get a free night. So if you want to go somewhere that has a very expensive room, you can get like a $2,000 room for a night free. But then you can also do a status match with like a car rental. So with National, you can tell them, hey, I have a Hilton Diamond, and they'll give you a status match. So if you rent a basic car with them, they'll give you up two upgrades at the same price. And then American Express gives you like warranty for your car rentals and give you credit for clear when you're at the airport. They give you $200 credit. So that's 550. Yeah, I paid it there, but I saved 200 on my clear. So now you go to the airport faster, and now I get a room free. So depending what room I get, if I using a cheap room, then I waste benefit. I get less value for it. But if I go to a nice hotel, I can get a very nice room, and it'll easily pay for those 550.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, man, you got to use those cards, those points. Get yourself a Chase. You can get Southwest flights, United flights, Delta flights.
Chase and American Express, right?
Yeah, those are the top
Yeah.
two. But little by little, you start extending. You get Bank of America. Then there's more like Truett, GM. Then there's a way to get an auto loan under your business. So you can get an auto loan, but not use it for a car. That's another cool trick. It's called Lightstream. You can get like
Yeah.
40,000 available, and they you tell them it's for a car, but they don't ever verify you buy a car with it. So you can use it for. It's not interest free, but it's better than a hard money loan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you. And how about Gator? What usually do you do with Gator?
So the training one is the credit. They show you the line of credit is one of the good benefits from it. And then the other one is they show you how to underwrite deals for wholesalers, so you can lend them money for their EMD. I haven't done too much of it. I actually had another owners club member bring me deals, and I funded it for them. So I actually did my first one. Got paid today. We gave them 7,000, and we got back 8,400 in 30 days. So we made 20% in 30 days, which is like 200% through the year.
Yeah,
And I gave her 50%. So we split it. She only asked for 400. I said, no, you brought me the deal. I would have never got this deal. So 50-50, here you go. And then they're paying late. So we charged them 1% for late fee. So every day they're paying $70. So it's going to be like another 5 days. They'll pay another $300, 350. They're going to pay me Friday. So gave 7,000, getting back 8,750 in less than 30 days.
amazing.
My
Your
first,
first deal, right? Your first deal, right?
yeah, it's my first deal, but she's been doing a lot, so she's gonna be requesting more.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
reaching out. It's just I have a W-2, and it's hard for me to go take the time to underwrite the deals when a wholesaler brings it to you. And then if it's in
Yeah.
Texas, you have to add the extra paperwork for them to sign the mutual release. So do you know what that is?
So that the EMD gets returned to you.
Yeah, EMD in certain states, you have a mutual release where if you cancel before the inspection period, you're supposed to get your EMD back. But in certain states like Texas, you have to have the seller has to agree to release the money, even though the contract says you canceled before the inspection period. The seller still has to say, yeah, you can give it back to them. If they say no, the money just stays in escrow forever.
Oh, even if we sign mutual release, seller still has to
Well,
give the permission, right?
you have to get the mutual release signed to make sure there's no issue. Because
Oh,
let's say the
that's
the seller is just in a bad mood because maybe this is the second deal that's fallen through, and they say no, I'm not going to release it. They don't get to keep it, but I don't get it back. It stays in escrow. Pace has a couple in Texas that's been sitting there for like a year. He hasn't been able to get back.
yeah, that's cool. I was planning to start. EMB funding.
Okay, if you want it, let me send you my link so you I can get a little bit of affiliate.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
yeah.
think there's any extra charge for it, so you'll help me out that way. That'll be cool. I do have that Gator affiliate set up. I haven't set up a Subto one yet. And I need to set up an Amazon one for affiliate items. For your deals that you picked up, did you learn to underwrite them yourself?
Yes, I learned to underwrite myself. Well, I'm good at math also,
Okay.
and I just watch some videos, just try to underwrite.
Math
But
is
I'm still learning.
that's I think I don't have confidence in my underwriting either. So I'll look at it and be like, oh, is this right? And I'll be a little too conservative sometimes because I do some wholesaling as well using Astro Blaster. I'll get deals, and then when I go sit down and comp it, sometimes it's too late. They've already accepted offers or they stopped accepting offers. Um, so I need a better comper. Are you interested in wholesaling at all?
I am actually, yeah.
Have you done
Um,
wholesales? Not just creative deals, but regular like low ball offer wholesales?
no, no.
Okay. But you know the idea, right? You need like 70% of ARV and then minus repairs.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
For borrower strategy, right?
Yeah, fix and flip, burr strategies for sure.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's burr, sometimes they'll just sell them after they do the repair. Just depends on the buyer, the end buyer. I haven't done, have you heard of Astro Blaster?
Yes, I heard. Yeah.
So I have that. I haven't run any campaigns lately, but like the Murby method deal that we're doing, an agent that I met through Astro Blaster sent it to me. She actually sent me another one that I was on the phone call today about, but they
Mhm.
went too much. They want too much money for the property to be able to do like a fix and flip, and it won't. It has deed restrictions, so PadSplit wouldn't work, and then sober living would be. I haven't looked. I had to find an operator for sober living there. So right now, I just don't have time with that W-2 and trying to keep up with all the owners club training.
Yeah. In Texas, it's also hard to underwrite like ARV because you don't see once the property was sold, or they don't show you what is the price
Oh, so
close to it.
you don't have MLS access?
No.
Dang, you're doing it really hard. Yeah, you got to get yourself MLS access. Make friend with an agent that will to keep it legal. They have to make you their assistant to give you access. But I use Privy. Privy has a good amount of MLS access in Texas, and you can see the prices sold there. There'll be a couple that'll say like third party, like let's say the house that I bought, sober living, because I bought it off of them. It wasn't on the MLS. It doesn't show you the price there because it never went through MLS, so you won't see the purchase price. But if it was listed before and sold from listed, you'll be able to see the price that it actually sold for instead of using like Zillow or Redfin. I
Yeah.
think Privy's like $80 a month, or you can pay 800 for the full year. It helps you find buyers too if you're gonna be doing wholesaling.
Yeah. And you can add the link in the description for Privy.
Like I
Oh.
gotta see if I have one,
Yeah.
but
And it's
yeah,
pretty accurate.
yeah, I'll double check it because I have a friend that hired me as an assistant and gave me MLS access. So I always check both to make sure that the price is right. And 90% of
Yeah.
the time it's right. Yeah. But like where I'm picking up the Morby method one, that one's a little harder to comp because a lot of the houses are over 100 years old. So a lot of them get demolished and then they build up new construction. So it's hard to comp a 2020 build compared to a 1920 build. So then you have to
Yeah.
go filter those out and say, well, no, it's only the model match is 1920.
Hmm.
So Privy. Yeah, or if you get a property, you need the numbers on it, just send me a text. Say, hey, man, how much did this sell for? I can find it quick and just send you a screenshot.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. 100%.
Okay, so you have your
Oh,
co-living. What other, do you do some other type of work or are you just looking for properties?
right now, I'm focusing on that. Over the past plates for the
So you're just on just the community all day looking for another property to buy?
yeah. I sometimes going manage property.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes side.
Are you doing any searching for properties yourself, like direct to agent or cold calling?
I haven't started only, but
No.
possibly I would start.
If you want, let me know. I mean, say I have Astro Blaster as well, paid till I think May, but I haven't been using it too much. The only thing is it's Astro Blaster direct to agent, and my list
Mhm.
is 90% Houston. There's a little bit of San Antonio in there. So I don't know if you'd be interested in trying to build relationships with agents in the Houston area. There's 8,000 phone numbers there. I think I've only used like 2,000 of agents
Oh,
that I've contacted. There's so many. So that's a
yeah.
way you can do that campaign. And the thing is, they'll call me, but I'll be in the middle of a Zoom call for work or a Teams meeting, or I won't have time to answer them. 80% of it is click on the button through the text messaging. I don't know if you've seen the way it works, like on Jamil's YouTube. A lot of it's just they send you a message and you just click a reply button and it'll automatically fill it in, and then just build rapport with them. Call them when they call, talk to them, build rapport, and try to get them to send you either a wholesale deal, distressed property, or like this one brought me this Morby method deal. Try to convince them to start doing seller finance for properties that have been sitting in the market for a while or that don't have equity.
Yeah. I would love it. Yeah. I have to start building a relationship.
Yeah, just let me know. So I have Astro Blaster
Hmm.
available and I have Privy available to give you those numbers, and then I'll send you a Gator affiliate link if you're going to start studying that.
Yeah.
Any other questions about silver living?
Well, yes, I actually do have a question about sober living. The main question is what insurance covers for
Uh,
sober living facility?
so, because the way the sub two is, it's under a business. They The business insurance is a little bit more expensive, but you really don't need more than just a regular single family. And then have it set like a business. So if something were to happen, let's say it caught on fire or it wasn't livable, then I get insurance will pay me a monthly like a long-term rental rate fee. So you don't really have to get anything special. It's more just like a rental insurance, not
Yeah.
just a landlord insurance. I think that's what it's called.
So just the landlord insurance, and on top of that, insuring the LLC itself, huh?
I don't insure the LLC. It's just when the insurance looks at it, because the house is under the name of a business, they charge it a little bit more. It's not like a single family. They
Yeah.
have a higher rate because it's under there. I mean, if you get the sub two under your name, under your personal name, then you might not have to pay as much on insurance. You can probably get a cheaper rate. But
Yeah.
there's nothing special on the insurance that I've gotten. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't I don't know. I haven't been told differently that I need a
Yeah.
different insurance. And then one other thing is if you get a good operator, you can get them to get the house certified, and then you can start getting federal funding. Right now, the way the money is paid for the rooms is each individual member, they work and they make their payment. Their first couple of weeks, the recovery center will pay a little bit. They can qualify for scholarships as well, but not all of it is federal funding.
And you can get creative like profit sharing, like you
Yeah,
said, right?
yeah, for sure. That'll be the easiest entry for somebody starting an operator that really has the drive to do it and the hustle. Because a lot of people, I mean, to have 2 months of rent for a $3,000 house that's that big is not possible for people that haven't been doing it for a while. And my two operators are great. They're really into it. They're Bible based as well. So they have Bible study every Friday at the house. So they really encourage the members to follow that as well.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.
Yeah, man, you're welcome. Anything else I can help you out with?
Uh, no, that's it for me. Over.
Okay.
You do you have any questions?
No, man, just appreciate you taking the time to share this with me. And I'm super proud of you coming to the States and taking action and then moving to Texas and getting 6 properties. Make me feel like I'm behind now. I got to catch up to Mr. A in there.
No, it's okay. Thank you so much for having me today. Yeah,
Last
I learned.
thing, you're looking for more properties to buy sub two, right?
Yes,
Okay. So whoever's watching this, what are you looking for? 3-2 with room to make more bedrooms, or what is it what's your buy box?
so basically 2 bathroom and 3 bedroom at least with at least 2,500 square foot, preferably no HOA or HOA with no restrictions
Right.
and a lot of room for parking as well and hopefully a good location and in a big city like San Antonio or Dallas.
Now maybe Houston.
Yeah, Houston as well.
Okay, 2,500 square feet, 2 bathrooms, at least 6 bedrooms, and plenty of parking. No HOA. Okay, that's a good focused buy box. So if somebody gets it to there, and you're buying it sub two, is there a maximum entry fee that you're trying to get into? 15%, something like that.
So I try to get 10% down entry fee,
Okay,
and sometimes 15 is okay, but 10% entry fee is perfect. Yeah,
10% plus closing costs.
ask for clothing cost.
Okay, okay. And then if
Mhm.
somebody wants to follow you online, where do they find you at?
They can find me Instagram at K underscore Ayan7 or Facebook. My name is Ayan Gator. And follow my channel, Ayan Gator as well on YouTube. Thank you so much. Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Catch this next podcast where you can start your dreams and start to own your time the way these other guests have.